So welcome everybody on the stream. Hi, this is King Charlie on this side, and I'll be casting in English for you people today. And I will try to go slow because I generally don't cast in English. I cast in my native language. So yes, we are here. And while the game starts, I want to vote for Arcana. I don't play any of these heroes, but yes, I would like to have Arcana for Magnus. Luna already has a lot of set. And Faceless Void, I don't think so. They will give a Arcana. They gave him a makeover, but yes, who knows? Axe and Tide, I like both of them. Oh my god, I can only give one of them? What the hell? I can't give votes on both sides. Okay, so I'll give it to Axe. Axe is way better. Talking about other things, Ogre got a set. Nyx looks cool. I'll give the one vote to Weaver. Enjoy. So everybody stays happy. I gave votes in all quarters. So yep, submit and done. Wow, wow, wow. And I have some wagering left. Okay, so I need to use this remaining token. So I'll be covering the Southeast Asia today and making sure that I don't have to cover the other things as of now. But yes, till now. Let's see. I'm another 95 levels away. I'm not buying this. Yes, we are in the game, guys. It's the first. Uh, oh. So we are finally in the game, guys, and everybody enjoy the game. This is King Charlie on this side. I'm a caster from India. I don't cast in English generally. I cast in Hindi. So please. So please bear with my English because there's only an Indonesian caster in this lobby, and I wanted people to enjoy this game, so I'll try to give my best because no, like, I'll try, man. So yes, um, I know, and whenever
Reserve time.
people have a lot of high hopes from Evos, and I'll try to. And I don't know what's happening, but yes, something is happening. So I'll be casting this game, and we'll follow up Evos till the very end. I know a lot of people love this team, and it's the best of 16 round. It's day 2, stage 1, and we are going to make sure like we have a final winner by the end of the day, like somewhere around 4 to 5 hours. We'll be having the final winner with the best of 3, and let's see who's gonna take that shot. But meanwhile, we have all the people raiding up. So it's gonna be Team Evo versus 2B or not 2B. So yes, 2B or not 2B. That's quite a nice name. And
Reserve time. League's assassin. Dyer's pick.
So following up on the bans, so we have a Lina ban, then we have a Night Stalker. We seen a Night Stalker pick in the Southeast Asian qualifier as well as in CIS. A lot more prioritized pick. You have that silence, you use that void. So yes, you don't want that. And the best thing that Valve added to Night Stalker was the Hunter in the night, that you can fly around, just look around for people in the bushes, having some creepy things, doing some nasty little things. But yes, getting the heck out of it and making sure that you make.
Radiant's pick.
Okay, there's some bug in my mic. It's getting disconnected. I'll try to fix that later on. But yes, we have a Omni ban. Then we move on to the picks. Now we have a Nyx Assassin. Nyx Assassin, we know, is used for like burning up your mana. You have the Vendetta, you can just go around, roam around, scout around. You get that level 6, you get that Dagon up. I have seen a lot of builds on Nyx Assassin. Sometimes you build a Veil of Discord, sometimes you go Dagon, sometimes
Reserve time.
you go.
Rubik. Dyer's ban.
But if you talk about Rubik right now, so Rubik, the spell stealer, quite a great pick. You get the Rubik up, you get that spell steal, you make people go around and around and around, and yes, once you get that level 6, you use the
10 seconds
telekinesis
to
to your
go.
advantage, land some sick nasty spells, and
5
make the
seconds.
opponent run away. So that's your job. But revealing both of their supports, but revealing their
Reserve time.
team, he was already revealing their
Reveal
Juggernaut
time.
and the Jakiro. Jakiro, we know the most prioritized pick in this meta. It's like 7.06. What I see in Jakiro, like you can use your dual breath. You slow down, you push down, you have your liquid fire, take those tower out, and the best part is that you're having a macro fire. So all those spells are really nasty, and then that 2.2 second stun that you have with your ice path,
10
that is
seconds
really
to
good.
go.
You use it to your advantage, and we have seen yesterday
5
NTT
seconds.
Gaming losing to that ice path. We saw a Bing dying to that ice path. He just bought back, he just
Reserve
TP'd into
time.
the ice path, and that ice path was really sick nasty, and that was a pretty much dieback. That was a recap from last game. It was an Indian team, and they'll be playing tomorrow, guys. So don't worry. Take a chill pill. They'll come tomorrow. Stage 2, refresh their mind up, and
Radiant's
bring something
ban.
new to the table. But right now we have a Juggernaut, and then moving on to the bans, we have Venomancer as well as an Axe ban. So yes, Venomancer. Using those plate walls, the poison sting damage has been increased to certain percentage, and
10 seconds to
that
go.
venomous skill gives you 15-second tick time. So yes, it's really
5
good.
seconds.
15-second tick time plus the damage when you cast it up.
Dyer's
So
pit.
once it's casted on you, you get that initial damage of 100, then following up the tick damage per second. So it's like quite bad, because even if you're running to your fountain, if you're like on 200 HP or something, you might lose your life, who knows. But
10 seconds to
right
go.
now it's our job to make sure, the best thing
30
about Dota is
seconds.
one or the other team is always gonna win. So that's the best cool nasty thing about Dota.
Reserve
One
time.
or the other team is really coming up to the top in the table chart. So yes, the regional qualifier day one, I don't hope to see a lot of teams participating in this tournament. But yes, most of the cool teams are in the regional qualifier. So if you guys might have not seen the CIS Open Qualifier KBU, just make sure you guys hit for CIS also KBU, the Admiral Bulldog new team, and make sure you guys hit for All Fam team, for Loda team if you guys are Loda fan, the one who was from Alliance. But yep, make sure you guys hit those teams. And in North America, I forgot which team I was streaming last night. I guess it was. I'll cross check with the list, but yes, quite amazing team,
First
quite a lot of
shooter.
teams, quite a lot of hustle for
Radiant's
winning the
ban.
ages. But yes, it's only one person, one team, like the five people in the team who are going to carry that ages way through. So yes, what are your predictions, guys? Please do mention in the chat what are your predictions for the prize pool. Now after this
10
discount,
seconds to
how
go.
much do you think the prize pool is gonna increase? Because
5
according to me,
seconds.
I have marked it to
Smells
22 to
sounds
23
rude.
million, so I don't know about you
Dyer's
people.
pick.
22 to 23 million is quite it's like a little bit increase from the last year prize pool, but yes, it's quite good. But Earthshaker and Sven, now you have two disabled.
10
Earthshaker, we
seconds
know
to
that like
go.
this hero is being picked up in every second game in this meta. Like you
5
use that
seconds.
fissure, you land, you block the way path, and then you have somebody poking around.
Reserve
And
time.
right now, Evos is playing really good. They are not revealing their mid. So is to be or not to be. So this best of 16 round. So people who are asking in the chat is best of 16 round. So yes, 16 round. Then we have 8. Then we have 4. Then we have 2, and the final two will be like battling up for the best of three, and that best of three will announce the winner. But yes, meanwhile, game is progressing on and on slowly and steadily, gradually. Teams are
Legion
taking a lot
Commander.
of time. If you talk about the reserve time right now, it plays a major role. See, Evos has only 20 seconds of reserve time, whereas to be or not to be, they are very much seeming very confident that they have their 1 minute 40 second time span window. They can use it to their advantage, can think, recalculate. So it's like quite good.
5 seconds
Or
to
maybe
go.
you take time, then you pick, or maybe you pick if you have your pick in your mind already. So then you have a Legion
Reserve
commander
attack.
who can use the press of attack, who has moment of courage, then who can use overwhelming odds, can just run faster if it attacks onto an enemy hero. So then you have the dual damage. But what I am thinking, like Evos have a lot of burst down potential right now, but even if Legion Commander duels at level 1, what do... Oh, finally I see an Invoker pick. Now I am happy because I get to see an Invoker, and this is really amazing. You don't get to see an Invoker every day, so it's quite good. You have an Invoker on the table. You use the Sunstrike, you use the Telekinesis with an Impale.
10
Following up, you
seconds
have
to
a
go.
Sven, Stormhammer. Then you have the Warcry to push the tower. You have that extra armor. You have that extra movement speed. Then you have the God Strength giving you a buff. So Juggernaut
Reserve
will be
attack.
having a hard time when he's trying to make a TP, but yes, he might can because neither Impales goes through Blade Fury, neither Telekinesis, neither Sven, Stormhammer, so yes, neither Cold Snap from Invoker. So all the four picks on the side of to be or not to be have a disable. Now this is quite interesting, but
10
on the side
seconds
of
to go.
Evos, you only have a Jakiro who is dependent on his ice path.
5
You can try
seconds.
to evade that, you can dodge that if you are smart enough. Earthshaker, not a reliable stun, you can block
Reserve
that path.
time.
Yes, you can make that stun count because if you talk about Earthshaker stun, like let's go for it, like 1.75 seconds is not that much of a huge deal, but that blocking of the path is really good. So it can be an option, can be a really good option, but I guess Team Evos might need some more burst down damage because if you want to win those duels, you need more damage. So Juggernaut, Jakiro is good. You have a Macropyre, can give a lot of damage, has a lot of damage potential. But if you are using that duel, you have an Invoker. I guess this might
10
be a
seconds
Quas
to
Vex
go.
Invoker, maybe a Quas Exort because Quasvex is also
5
good because if
seconds.
somebody is getting dueled, you use that tornado, you use that EMP, you make them run away. So yes,
Reserve
it can be
attack.
really helpful at times.
Warlock.
But as of
Diving.
yet, it's gonna be Warlock, last pick. So yes, you need something to fight upon to land those combos. Now, to be or not to be has that. You have a Warlock, you use that Golem, you start up the fight, you set up the stage, you set up the memento, then you
10
have an
seconds
Invoker
to go.
following up, Sven moving in, charging in, so that you can use your Golem
5
to your
seconds.
advantage. But what if Rubik has a lot of spells to steal? He can steal that Dual Breath, Ice Path,
Reserve time.
Macropyre, Juggernaut, Omni Slash. That's quite difficult, but yes, it can. And Earthshaker Fissure might be the easiest one, or
10
maybe the
seconds to
Enchant
go.
Totem and getting that Agnem Scepter and he's hopping around. It's quite funny to
5
see,
seconds.
Rubik having
Shadow
that
Fiend.
Agnem Scepter and hopping around. And if he gets that Agnem Scepter, uh, and if he gets one of the spells like a Macropyre or maybe uh, Echo Slam or Legion Commander Duel, Juggernaut Omni Slash, Shadowfee and Reclaim of Souls. Like all these ultimates get such a huge buff in Aghanim Scepter. That's quite interesting, like Rubik getting that things up. So let's see how Rubik performs. But as I was talking about some burst damage potential, now you have a Shadow Fiend who can raise things up, get that duel to your team advantage, get that extra bit of damage onto your part of the team. So it's quite good. It will be really helpful. And we are moving into the game. And I'm only 95 level away from 1000 level, guys. So yes,
5
and I'm
seconds.
really pretty much excited to get an Aegis. My first Aegis in my country. I don't know in my country. A lot of people got Aegis before, but yes, in my what you can say, in my capital. No, in my capital also a lot of people got Aegis. You can say in my home, I'll be the first person who's getting the ages, right? So because none of my family members give a damn about Dota. But yes, look at this level, man. Look at this guy. Oh my God, 2,336. I hope he plays amazingly well, like his levels are. And let's see what do we have. So we'll start with the Radiant side, and we have a pause always. So yes, so it's gonna be TOT. Amudi wala. I just love. Ah, I love this thing. You know, like the best part about this battle pass is this chat wheel, man. And I like this esta prosta echna. I don't know what. And the one in the Russian guy just sounds like so funny. But meanwhile, I'll introduce people. There's gonna be Nyx Assassin who's gonna be using his smoke, and it's gonna be 7 magic moving up in the off lane, and then we have Sai Rubik just moving quickly, uh, putting a ward in the mid lane, and pings are coming in, and Earthshaker dropping a ward, getting the vision. So mid vision is the most important thing. See how the supports are rotating, and you get one ward up on this side, one ward on this side. Yesterday I saw Ricky putting a ward on this side, and sometimes I see Jobsy from NTT Gaming. He's hiding in this tree line, getting that from Clockwork, getting that courier snipe, waiting for the courier. So yes, Rubik has that golden. Oh my God, he has a golden scarf. So now that is quite costly. I don't. I won't. I won't. I can't buy that shit. But yes, I'll I'll like to have that. It's somewhere around $300-400. But yes, it's quite nice. But on the side of we have a Legion commander. So he was Evil just coming in, giving a right click, trying to rest things up, and nobody's there. And Warlock is standing right next to him. So Warlock carrying that 2,336 levels of battle pass. And let's see what the horn is sounded. And from the side of Evos, it's gonna be Earthshaker who's blocking the creep wave. Walaiku. Okay, so Rams is going mid, like always. And then we have Jakiro Zoe. He's gonna be stopping the creep wave in the top lane. So I guess pretty much good matchup lanes. Shadow Fiend against Invoker. He might have some trouble, Shadow Fiend, because all that right click damage from Invoker, from Exhaust, and he also has a Null Talisman, will be hurting him down. When the courier comes and oh, Earthshaker just walking in, taking a stroll in the park, giving some right clicks to Rubik. He knows he can do that, and there's nothing to gonna stop him right now because Invoker is level dependent hero. He needs those levels. He needs those levels fast, and he's giving all that damage to Rubik. Oh my God, he's chasing Rubik. And okay, finally he stops. Oh, he just bought him like 2/3/4 of his HP, making him lose quite a lot and making him chew his tangles. But meanwhile, in the bot lane, we have Sven, who is against the Legion Commander. Now, shutting that Legion Commander is quite a problem. You have that +2 armor, and somebody is trading in the top lane. And then we have a Fissure. It's gonna be First Blood. I didn't miss the First Blood, so guys, yes, we had a Fissure from downtown by Earthshaker, making that block, and Nyx Assassin. So that is what Earthshaker do. So Earthshaker, quite a nasty hero. Make sure you guys watch out because he has a long range, somewhere around 1300 or 1400, 1300, 1400. So it's like more than a hook. So at full range hook, it's like somewhere hook is somewhere around 1350, and this is around 1300. So yes, like a 50 units different. Now units, Dota works on unit, guys. So that's the thing. Dota works on unit, like every unit 1, then this is 2, then this is 3, then this is 4, like per unit. So it working on the range. They measure in units, and each of the hero in Dota 2 have a different body structure. Like it's a body graph. Like some are 3 blocks, some are like cuboid. You can see everything on like Dota history. And every hero has a story. I am waiting for the Silt Breaker, the Act 2, the Treasure of Deeps. I have completed Silt Breaker 1, and I beat say Sand King yesterday without an unhollowed icon. So you don't need an unhollowed icon, guys. You can do without that. But meanwhile, Earthshaker is coming up in the mid lane, and we have a cold snap and SF, and the Fissure being landed, and the Rubik is caught on the wrong side. He can't just walk out. Fissure and Earthshaker coming from the back lines. Will he be able to stop him? No. And a dual breath being dropped down, and Jakiro had to make a cost TP into mid lane, and Invoker is forced to run out. He has an electric, he has a cold snap. Now he's be chewing his all his tangos. Okay, he doesn't have any tangos. He had two null salesmen. Now that's interesting, and a fairy fire. So somebody needs to make sure that he's doing something nicely now. Legion Commander having the best time of his life. You're getting 8 last hits in the off lane. Nobody is stopping you, nobody is harassing you. But if you talk about Nyx Assassin, he also on 7 last hit. So yes, he's getting quite a farm, but not that much. If you talk about Legion Commander, I guess he's getting better half it. Okay, they both are somewhere around the same levels. So yes, both are on the same page, and everybody's just walking around taking a stroll in the park. And oh, that cleave damage. Now finally has to pop his salve. Oh, another storm hammer just to cut down his salve, and we have a Nyx Assassin dead in the top lane all over again. The fissure being landed and the blade fury being used. I was just thinking that they are going on to Legion Commander, but Legion Commander was just cancelled out. He won't be rotating before his level 6 because you need that level 6. Then you go in, then you try to gang things up. But yes, he won't as of now. But slowly and steadily the games are moving up, and then you have an observer ward being dropped just to scout things up from the radiant side. Look at that amount of vision there. Radiant side they have one ward this side, one ward in the mid lane, and then you cold snap onto SF just to make him run away, and then the Rubik rotating. I guess Rubik needs to be really careful. He only has boots, okay, so if he goes in and if he gets caught out, Shadowfiend is on level 5. Now he'll be having those raises more. So yes, now it's a troublesome thing because level 3 raises gives you a lot of amount of damage, like 250, 250, 250. It's like somewhere around 750 damage. Now that 750 damage, if you talk about Rubik's HP, I guess it's not even total. Okay, another Sun Strike and Stormhammer, and it's dead. Legion Commander gone into the mist. And yes, Jakiro making a TP. Now that is bad. Telekinesis being dropped down. Are they gonna chase him? No, they are not, and they're gonna fall back. So Warlock having those 2 level of fatal bonds, harassing Legion Commander, giving more the amount of damage. If you talk about net worth, Sven is highly getting a lot more in the lane as comparatively to Juggernaut. Juggernaut did also get 2 kills onto Nyx Assassin, but yes, they might need to go on to Nyx all over again. But Nyx Assassin just being careful this time. Okay, now Fissure, blocked, and he's dead. Now they don't have a Blade Fury, he doesn't have the mana, okay, and he is trying to run away, and Enchant Totem being dropped down. Another 8 seconds. Oh, finally he made it. Oh, there was a small loophole for the rat to just escape by. But I guess he won't take that chances all over again. You need to stay back. You need to play cautiously, very carefully. If you do something, it can be okay. In mid lane, Warcry being put down, and telekinesis into Stormhammer, into Sunstrike, and yes, it's gonna be a dead SF. Oh, he was not able to use his full combo. He did use only one raise, and Rubik with that positioning. If it had been 3 raises, that Rubik was pretty much dead. But nice gank onto SF, and Shadowfiend never expected into mid lane like that rotation coming up. So yes, YRG just standing there, watching, waiting for his team, and Sven making that rotation in the nick of time, saving the day. I don't even know what the Sven name means, but yes, it's some Chinese name, so I'll call him Sven. That's the thing. I won't call him anything else, but I won't make any names. But yes, I'll call him Sven because I don't understand that language. Like you're not understanding my English as of now. But yes, that's the best thing that you can get in this amount people. So yes, it's kindness is free. And okay, we have a Rubik using the telekinesis all over again, and Earthshaker is gonna lose his life this time. There is no way he's escaping that. So Earthshaker being dropped down using his fissure, and Rams want to go. He knows one more raise, and oh, one more right click. The shrine was being used already. One more right click would have done the job, and he already has. Now this infused raindrop thing is really good and amazing. I don't see this thing being purchased in pub games. I don't know why. Why do people not purchase this infused raindrop? I have never seen people like purchasing infused raindrop. Like even and I don't see people banning heroes in MMR, like MMR games. I don't know why people don't do that. They want to pick their best hero, but I always do. I always ban Invoker. I hate that hero, but yes, If he's in my team, I love him. I love him the most. If he is really good, I want to hug him, kiss him. But yes, if he's in the opponent team, I want to curse him day and night long till the game ends. But yes, we have a telekinesis, sunstrike, and a stormhammer combo all over again, and it's gonna be dead, dead, dead. Earthshaker. I don't know why. What was Earthshaker thinking? You have an observer bot plays this side. He's coming all the way from this side, and trying to place that ward up. And I guess they did know like. TOT knows that the observer ward was dropped, and now a nice spot to make sure you're getting all that vision in that area. But yes, meanwhile, I guess they want to commit onto the bot lane, and Jakiro is there. He's on level 4. He has an ice part, 2 level of liquid fire. He's trying to harass things up, and Sai is standing in the backlines. He got his Arcane boost, and he's ready to munch things up. But yes, another sentry ward dropped just to make sure there's no observer ward in the area. And Earthshaker, I guess he'll fall back, or he's just waiting around in the bushes, waiting for his team to make a go and find that opportunity, that mark of existence or maybe victory. And I guess Sharafin is going to be coming up in the wall. Okay, he's going for the stacks in the jungle. And yes, he's farming. Meanwhile, space has been created. But on the top lane, we have another Sunstrike, and yes, Nyx Assassin using his Vendetta, Impale, and it's gonna be dead, dead, dead Juggernaut. He didn't get the time to use his Blade Fury, I guess, and He didn't also have the mana to use that. So nice gang coming out from Nyx Assassin. So making full use of Invoker. Now that is how you use Invoker now and then. You use Invoker, you get the Stormhammer, you get the Sunstrike, you use that Impale, you get that Sunstrike, you use that. Uh, Telekinesis, then you get the Sunstrike, and maybe you use a Golem, then you also get a Sunstrike. So Sunstrike, Sunstrike, Sunstrike. All the kills, Invoker has been participating in 90% of the kills, like out of the 5 kills. So yes, out in the 4, 5, I guess he was in the 5 of 5 all the time. He's using the Sunstrike, and I guess Sven is standing back. I guess they don't want to commit onto Sven right now, because if they do, it's gonna be troublesome thing. You don't want to go onto Sven right now. Who is having level 6? Who is having that Warlock behind him, using that Shadow Word, healing him. Healing is sorry ass. So yes, he's gonna be moving back. But meanwhile, Nyx is having using his Vendetta in the mid lane onto a siege card, trying to bring it down and getting that farm up. Now siege card getting that HP increased 825. I don't know what do people think about, but meanwhile in the bot lane, trading side bottom tier 1 tower is gonna be pushed down and a Stormhammer being dropped. But yes, Sven is using the gold strength, farming those creeps, ancient stacks. Now he has those 3-4 stacks, but they'll lose the tower, and they'll happily trade that tower for. I guess they might get the middle tower. No, they won't. They lose one tower, but they won't get anything in return. All they get is skills and farm. And I guess farm is important, but objective gaming is much important. We have seen teams turn around on objectives. Invoker trying to push the dire side middle tier 1 tower, and he's pushing that slowly and steadily and getting those things up and running. But Jakiro, meanwhile, on the other hand, going about, he knows what needs to be done, and he's using that liquid fire, dropping the tower little by little. Telekinesis is being dropped down, and nobody is ready to initiate. So yes, they do get the tower, and Rubik gets a deny on the dire side, Radiant side top tier 1 tower. Now that's a good deny, and he's gonna fall back. Impale was being dropped down by Nyx Assassin just to make sure that they don't charge in onto Rubik. And now he sees that SF. He sees that SF farming in the area. He knows what needs to be done, and SF is moving around, and he might go on SF. Okay, now Impale being dropped and a Sunstrike, and this might be a kill. Oh, using that magic wand, will he be able to get that one more right click? No, he won't, and the press of the attack has been used, and he's gonna taunt and run away. This SF, just living on 65 HP in the last moments of his life. Might have died, but yes, Fissure being dropped down, and there's no way they can chase down. But they'll get a Warlock in return. They get a Warlock, and Rubik got a Blade Fury, and now that's not that much good, but yes, you can try to gank it up. And the duel being dropped down onto Nyx Assassin, the first duel of the day, and Legion Commander is the winner. Now he'll be really happy getting the duel damage up, and slowly and steadily when you stack those damage, and Rams getting SF, getting those 2 crucial kills, those two double kills. And this is what you need. You duel in, you have that SF around the corner, you use those raises up. When you use those raises up, the amount of burst damage that you require to win that duel is enormous. You know, like you do it in style and you finish off. And now everybody just queuing up another smoke gang, and they don't want to wait. They know they lost a gang, they lost a tower in the mid lane, and yes, they'll go about doing some other things. And they're moving in, and they want to find somebody. They are not able to scout things up, and Legion Commander is in the mid lane, and everybody in. Rubik got a duel now. This is interesting. If Rubik gets a duel, this might be really interesting. And he's standing there, and Omni Slash. Juggernaut wants to drop an Omni Slash. Okay, he doesn't have an Omni Slash for another 47 seconds. And Rubik wants to walk back. He was walking in that macro fire. He didn't duel. I thought he might duel or might give that damage to SF, and he might be thanking SF. So duel is one of the worst spells that Rubik can steal as of yet. But still, if he gets that pressed attack, or maybe that overwhelming all, that might be really helpful to giving that burst amount of damage. But still, staying back, laying low, was waiting for his team, and nice gameplay coming out from Evos. They don't want to, just making sure, very calculated gameplay. They go in, walk in, they were smoked up, and still they saw everybody. I don't know what TOT was thinking, what they had in their mind. They started their fight. Nyx Assassin got caught up, wind up in that fight, but there was no backup for him to help him out, to take him out and help him through. But yes, meanwhile, Roshan is being taken down and Sunstrike being dropped, and who's gonna eat it? Warlock has a golem in another 102 seconds. He's gonna de-ward. Nyx Assassin moving in. He's gonna use that impale finally, and he knows he's trying to delay, and Sven is coming up with the War Kaiser, and it's gonna be God Strength, and yes, the Chaos Meteor Strike has been dropped down, and another macro fire, and Legion Commander trying to run out, but he won't be saved, and yes, it's gonna be ages being taken by Sven, and they lost 3 in the process. Jakiro down, Legion down, NSF, Rams is down now. Juggernaut is running for his life, nobody's chasing him, and they know they can't chase him right now because he has Phase Boot, he has that movement speed, and now he has the TP. He might make a TP, or they will lose their mid tier 2 tower as Juggernaut making that TP. Wow, that gutsy ball gameplay, man, from Juggernaut. Wow, I thought okay, he was illogic. I don't know what was the logic behind that, but yes, now he's dead. And telekinesis. Omni Slash being taken by Rubik, and now making some plays, sick as gameplays. Now this is what a golden cape Rubik is capable of. You don't do that shit every day. You don't poop in your pants, and you don't make a TP in front of 4 people, guys. You learn the lessons of your life. Just make sure you don't do that. Juggernaut making a TP this side, using that Blade Fury, trying to take those creeps there. Rubik was waiting for him. Telekinesis, Sunstrike, and an Omni Slash right onto his face and smacked his ass and pumped it up. So yes, make sure you guys don't do that ever. You learned it in SCA qualifiers. When you are in round of 16, just don't screw your game over, because you won't get another chance. Who knows? You might get evicted in round of 1024 the very next time. So yes, it's stage 1, day 2, and then we'll be having stage 2, day 1. So that's gonna be starting tomorrow. So I'll be casting in Hindi tomorrow for our Indian team, but now we have all the audience from most of the Southeast Asian countries. So yes, I'm very much grateful to you, all the people who are listening to me, and I'm also grateful to all those people who are not listening to me. So yes, enjoy the game, have fun, and yes, we are chilling things out. So I got what is this? I got some drink. Okay, my mom made me virgin mojito. I like. So I have that, and yes. So I'm gonna sip some mint leaves into my mouth. So I might mute my mic when I'm chewing them, so you guys won't listen to my chewing. But meanwhile, Golem was being dropped, and yes, Rubik getting all that spells. I don't know. Wow, man, Rubik will be having that Omni Slash all over again. Use that Golem, you get a kill onto Juggernaut all over again. Juggernaut, illogic, dying for the second time. Now this is really bad. Okay, now, meanwhile, things were being done. We lost an Earthshaker in the process. So yes, Sven getting that kill all by himself, using that god strength and getting a kill. He still has that Aegis intact in his pocket. He's saving that Aegis and he might use it now. This is like 2 towers easy, I guess. 2 towers very easy. Like they're gonna push this tower first, the dire side bottom tier 1 tower. Then they are going for the tier 2 tower, and there's nothing stopping them. You have a war cry, you have a god strength, and yes, the Legion commander trying to do things, some fishy things, and you land a fissure. They don't want to give this tower because if they do give this tower, they might lose their jungle, those stacks as well. So that's the first line of defense. You want to save it. You want to save it at all costs. And Sven using all those right click farming up, and he has a standing up. He has a mask of madness you see on daily basis. But losing your heroes like that, you first lose your Juggernaut couple of times, one in mid lane, then in the bot lane. Now you lose your Earthshaker in the mid lane. Now another gang coming up. Next using his Vendetta and the Sunstrike. Oh my god, this combo. You have 4 disables. This is how you guys use Invoker, man. Like, the Invoker doesn't need to do anything else. Another God Strength being popped down into mid lane and dead. And Echo Slam being dropped onto Sven, but it's not gonna bring him down to a little bit. Stormhammer coming in 4 seconds, and Earthshaker doesn't want to be into that neighborhood. You lose your SF, and now blink in, Stormhammer, one more right click and dead. Now this is what Evos need to capitalize on. No, you need to watch. You need to watch. You need to get those BKB up, man. You have those 4 disables. Everybody has a disable onto side of Radiant. I just what I said in the draft. You have that immense amount of disable. Like you are totally relying on a Earthshaker Fissure and a Jakiro's Ice Buzzer. Apart from that, you don't have any disable. But if you talk about on the side of Radiant, that disables gaming is just making nutsy plays. You every time a stun is land, whether it's a Stormhammer, Impale, or a Rubik Telekinesis, that Sunstrike is dropping down and bringing you below your half your off your HP. And if you talk about Sven, okay, we lost Earthshaker. Now that's nothing new. We saw that. We saw that time and time again. So yes, it was Invoker. He used it, and Vendetta into Impale, into Mana Burn, and dead. Now you're losing towers on both quarters of the map, whether it's the top lane, whether it's the bot lane on the dire side. You lost your mid tower as well. You lost your bot tower tier 1 as well. Now you lost your top tier 2 tower. So losing those 3 towers in like 3 minutes, not even 3 minutes, like it's 2 minutes 20 seconds, you lose your 3 towers. So that is a major gold turnover. Look at that gold swing, 12,000 gold. 12,000 gold. Like if you talk about 5 minutes prior to this, it was not even like 5 or 6k. Like now it's doubling up. If you don't stop, TOT, they might to be or not to be. They might troll you out. And a duel finally being impaled, and they get a duel, and something is working in the favor of Evos, and that was never seen coming. And now Omni Slash being dropped onto Sven, and Sven didn't get any damage. I don't know why that was Omni Slash being used. And yes, they lose an SS, they lose a Jakiro, and Juggernaut trying to make a TP out, and he might run. And and yes, he sent his healing ward so that they can chase after his healing ward, and that his subordinate, that his colleague, don't die. So yes, he was able to make a TP. But that duel was good, that initiation was good. But if you see carefully, everybody, I would like to mention one thing. The amount of damage you have to put in to get that one single duel is comparatively nothing. Like to be or not to be. Like Sven comes in, uses Stormhammer, he has a God of Strength, he rips you apart, he has a Reaver, he's going for that Satanic, and then when he has that Satanic, he's gonna give a lot. It's like you can't kill him then. It's like there's nothing stopping him. Okay, now he's going for the Heart of Tarask, he's not going for the Satanic. Satanic is also good build. Use that Satanic because you have that life steal, you give those 2 right click damage in the God Strength. But yes, he's going for that Heart of Taras. Now once he has that heart, that extra aided strength, then you have the extra region, and Sven wants to go, and he gave a mark like, let's go boys, let's go. Yes, he's farming, he's swinging his hammer, he's swinging his sword. And yes, Sven, I don't know, this hero is quite a overrated hero right now. There are a lot of more heroes that can be used in this meta. But yes, Sven is making plays and Legion Commander is a lot of trouble. Next Assassin saw him and a quick blink from Legion and pings are being given out onto Juggernaut. Oh, Juggernaut just wandering around in the wrong places at the wrong time. He wants to go on to have a crack open on Invoker, but Invoker has a QQ wall. Then he lose it, and now he doesn't see an Invoker. Invoker just walk back using that Blade Fury. Juggernaut stopping the creep. Oh, get him. He got him. Okay, now Omni Slash being dropped down. Another Ghost Walk. Invoker. He's gonna use the Tornado. He's gonna fight. He's fighting Juggernaut. Oh my god, now that is bad. And now Juggernaut was baited. Oh, what a blink coming out from Invoker. And he's trying to make a TP. And he won't be able to do that. One more right click. And that also in Vex, not Exhort. He lost his life. And now this is really bad. Juggernaut, logic. I don't know what's happening. Wow. He's such a good player. Why he's doing that? He's wandering around. He's running after Invoker and now he thought Invoker might die. And he never saw Rubik making a TP. He forgot about the Shrine, that new thing Valve added. Now that Shrine TP coming in, that crucial TP, you see that Rubik coming from the backlines, he uses Telekinesis and then he drops you dead. Now Juggernaut is not getting space to farm, SF is not getting space to farm, and if you talk about TOT, 2B or not to be, they are not pushing any lanes. So the lanes are not getting pushed, you are getting farm deficient, you have to move in, you have to stroll around, you need to get some gank, and next assassin sees you, and your smoke is gone, pings are coming, Rams is running away for his life, and it's gonna be Evely, who's gonna be backing up SF, he doesn't want to go in, next assassin scouting things up, he has Vendetta more than half, is he gonna initiate? He's waiting for his team, I guess. Legion Commander in a lot of trouble. Okay, he did use his Impale and Tornado being dropped down. S7 in a lot of trouble. Chaos Meter Strike and the Ice Wall and an Omni Slash. Finally, he was getting something on the board. Can they get a kill on the Legion Commander? They're walking through. One more right click damage. Sunstrike. Oh, Sunstrike in no man's land. And they'll get a kill onto Legion Commander. The whole same story repeated all over again. It's gonna be 21:9, and I guess EVO's in a lot of deep shit right now. I don't know how they'll come out of this holy crap thing, but yes, a lot of people are watching this game, and I'm sorry if you don't understand my English. If you find me shit, please, I'm really sorry. If you find me good, then I'm really thankful. Yes, let's go, Alacrity. Being dropped down. Oh, Sven jumping in. Oh my god, what the fuck? Oh, Sven is just hitting like a truck. One Storm Hammer and one right leg, and that poor little Earthshaker won't be able to shake his booty up anyway longer now. So yes, another Impale being dropped down, and the melee barracks are being taken down, chunked down into pieces, and more right click damage. More raise is going up. And they do lose their barracks and things are coming out for the shrine. They will go for the shrine. He has a Mask of Madness up and ready, and look at the Sven damage. That in the god strength. He's just a god. I guess they should change Sven name to God of War, or maybe like Ares or something. So Sven is somewhat like God of War. You can call him God of War. And yes, we have a Zeus in the game. We already have a god. I don't know how Zeus came up into existence in Dota 2, but yes, if Zeus can be there, Sven can be changed to Ares. So yes, Ares is very good. God of War, because like when he uses his war cry, all his spells using his war cry, storm hammer, then he has a cleave damage, then he has god strength. So you're giving him that god strength. So yes, you can use that name Ares because it's fun. So just like if you can change Wisp name to Io, Windrunner name to Wind Ranger, then you can change Sven name to Ares. So yes, they're gonna take Roshan right now, and there's nothing EVOs can do, and more gold will go in the pocket of the Radiant side, to be or not to be, making some miraculous gameplay, making something, making things go in their favor, getting that shrine up, and I guess they are not going for the bot shrine. Pings are coming up, they want to get one more kill and want to get over with this game once and for all. Yes, blink in, And a Stormhammer, Impale, and dead. Legion Commander, there's no way. And look at that Sven, he's going after. And more right clicks being dropped down. And there's nothing that can be done. And Dual Breath being dropped down. And it's gonna be Blade Fury coming in. And a Liquid Fire being dropped. So yes, there's nothing. Using that Mask of Madness. Now he'll go back to his objective. He's going to take this tower and slowly and steadily Ice Path being dropped. And SF wants to use his Requiem of Soul and finally uses it, but it's nothing. Oh my god, Sven didn't lose an inch, man. He didn't lose an inch. Now his HP is coming back. He's winning his HP. He's on 4000 HP. He has a hell lot of damage. He didn't even use his BKB this fight. He has a 10-second BKB. How are you planning to kill him? Another 27 seconds. And if he's about to die, he'll use it. You use that BKB and you have a Lincoln Sphere onto him and there's nothing that is touching him. And the Blade Fury being dropped down from the backline. Illogic have to go in. Echo Slam being dropped and it's gonna connect only onto one. Sven didn't lose even an inch. More right click being damage being done onto, and I guess it's gonna be two-side Mega Creeps. And there's nothing Evo can do to escape this. Their fate has been decided by the hands of God, that is God of War. The God of War is chunking them down into pieces. SF is being brought down, so they can't take more of that torture. They are not able to bring those kill stack into double kill, and 27-9 is the score. And yes, that's the end for EVOs. They'll be playing tomorrow again in stage 2 day 1. So they are not out of the qualifier as of yet, all the EVOs fan. But to be or not to be, amazing gameplay, and we'll move on to the next game, guys. Stay tuned. Thank you very much.
Just out. And another thing which helps as well is the gem on Pudge. So we talked about the gem on Queen of Pain, we talked about the aggressive ward set up by Mineski. That's all been cleared out here by Ling's gem, and a very necessary move, I want to say. So very important for them to have this. They do it.
NJ in the trees right now will not get caught out. It feels like, I mean, like you said, the gems come out, the map awareness, I mean, the map vision has to be there for, especially for the Radiant. They need to know exactly where they can and can't go. Nando, man's not scared of a thing. He seems to be almost aware that NJ might be in the trees right now because he's sticking around the area. And probably waiting for the creep wave, but they're going to make a jump here. The adaptive strike. Can they get him though? The hook as well. The lift. Is it there? Yes, no. The disruption. No, they get the kill. The Aegis is gone. That's a big one.
Yeah, there's that aggressive vision. Morphling hiding in the trees still had the Radiant Observer Ward scouting things out for him, so easy setup there with that Blink Dagger.
The Laguna Blade is down, though, for 30 seconds, so maybe they want to try and rush something here, but it doesn't really look like they will.
They're not in any rush. They've still got Tinker farming away, they've still got Lifestealer with his Midas, and you know, who's really going to be the one to turn things around for the side of O2? They've got a Razor, he's got a BKB now. What else does he really have? Lina is getting some farm and is certainly going to be a threat later on, but not having the best game either, so definitely not too much pressure. They can go for a push, but I don't think they'll commit all that hard without the Aegis.
Well, Nando has got the cheese put on him now, so I guess he has something, but they are making the slow push. The thing is, though, RR is there to just heal him up. Like, they just back off, heal up, and hook so close onto James. Good little prediction, but he did miss. The bouncing laser now, although Nando is in a bit of trouble, but the false promise committed. And like I said, he's got the cheese anyway, but he will heal up in time.
That's Oracle ultimate down, though, and once was a very short cooldown. It's pretty significant still at level 2 on the false promise, and with all these creep waves pushing in the other lanes, they're gonna be forced to deal with that. As I was saying, it's a hard push without the Aegis, and even if it were possible, it's risky, because if you lose a team fight, something that's Bloodstone charges on Lina, that's more items on the Razor, still gotta be very careful.
They do have to be very careful, but it looks like they're still gonna continue pushing. They'll stick around the area, they'll let Tinker deal with the creeps that are pushing in, which obviously isn't exactly the hardest thing for James. And Nando still feels confident with that cheese. The false promise will be back up in about 13 seconds now. So they will probably attempt a bit more damage on that tier 3, and if they can get it, they'll probably just rotate to the shrines anyway.
I mean, we can all agree that O2 are in a pretty hard spot. It's nighttime. They're really desperate for vision. They've got this Observer Ward sitting right under their own tower just to get that extra little bit of vision for whatever advantage they can get.
Have to see what they can do with that vision, though. Hook. Oh, it doesn't connect onto Nando, and that would have been a big one, but they won't connect, and Nando will just continue going, and looks like he'll back off. There's actually a lift on Quap, but she's used up, and the false promise is committed. That'll be the end of that one, and looks like they'll back off again, wait for the false promise to be up, and do it all over again. They're very close to that tier 3 now.
You can only imagine how easy it would be to get this push going if there was still the Aegis on Lifestealer, but nice play from O2 a couple minutes ago. Does buy them that extra time.
Oh, the hook misses again. It hits the creep. And Nando, though, he's been linked up and it's still stealing Quap. She's in trouble. Is she going to go down? No. Yes, the Dismember's there. The Yule's in time, though. It looks like she'll walk it off and Nando's back. Kudasai has to be careful. Raging Potato blinks in. He gives his gem away and he dies as well. Nando, he's in trouble now. He uses the cheese, but I think he's in massive issues here. Lumik trying to help out. NJ going to keep chasing. The Tinker's there as well. Nando, he did use that cheese to try and heal up, and that might be it. Rubik actually buys back for some reason, but looks like he's trying to catch out someone. Lumik's still around the area. They don't get the lift on James, so James will walk it off. Lumik, he's the one that's going to be caught out, though, so maybe the buyback could be worth it, but that is a massive win for the side of O2 Gaming.
Obviously, losing the buyback on Rubik hurts a little, but honestly, if you get free kills like that, that is well worth it. The Queen of Pain, the Clockwork. Obviously, the Oracle not having that false promise really didn't help them in that fight. It's up now, but was not available for that fight. I really feel like it was a bit of an overextension there from XctN. And yeah, they get the tier 3, that's nice, but they've also given more Bloodstone charges back to Yamate and a little more space for them to farm up too. I'm honestly not sure that that was worth it.
Well, there's signs of life coming out from this O2 side. They're not giving up. No Raxes, no tier 3s have been lost, so there's no real, there's no real hard pressure coming in automatically from creeps. It's simply heroes, and I think the side of XctN now realizing they can't just walk in and expect to do whatever they want anymore. They're probably going to have to wait for the next Roshan.
Which will be coming in not too long a time. But yeah, I just feel like they were getting a bit too impatient there.
Oh, Lumic bot lane! He catches out Morphling, but the waveform was there. He couldn't keep it going. NJ will back off and hook wasted, I suppose.
Not the biggest cooldown though. So it should be fine with that. But still, that's an attempt that did not go successfully. Still, that's more space. We see MyPro top lane pushing in that creep wave, getting a little extra farm, and just applying a little more pressure, which Tinker has to deal with, which in turn alleviates pressure elsewhere around the map. So slowly but surely, O2, they're curling their way back into this. It's still looking pretty bad for them. Don't get me wrong about that. 21k in favor of XctN, but a couple more bad team fights that don't result in any significant structures, and O2, they could find themselves in good position.
Well, mid lane could be the area where it happens, but the Dire do end up backing off. Looks like XctN are the ones that want to be more cautious than the side of O2 now, and you did say that they're crawling back into the game slowly. The problem is though, who's going to carry them? Because MyPro, he's not going for any sort of real damage, even though of course he has the link, but if that gets screwed, he's really got nothing else going for him. And NJ, he's not going for that carry build, so it looks like they're putting all their trust into Yamate here.
Which isn't terrible. We all know what Alina can do later on, but this is just Alina pretty standalone. There's nothing like a Drow Ranger, which we've seen sometimes, to buff up her right click. Later on, there's nothing like an Ogre to buff up the attack speed either, so it's just going to be Lina and Lina alone. And she's up against a pretty hefty threat in this Tinker, who now has a Hex. Although notably does not have buyback after finishing this Hex, so we'll see if that's an issue for him later on.
Well, they're going for a smoke gank here, and they're going to find one Lumic. He knows someone's around him, and who do they find that is Dismember? There's the looking from Lumic though, and the bouncing laser again from James. The stun though, it's onto one. Raging Potato comes in, but he gets hooked in as well, but this looks bad for the side of the Radiant. I don't think they can contest here. The Hex is there from James, and it looks like O2 are losing their team at this point. MyPro, he's going to be the next target. The BKB won't really save him, although the 4-staff might, and it looks like he'll walk away from this one alive. 2 go down, no buybacks available. This could be the push for the high ground now.
That's the 9-second BKBs down for both Razor and Lina too. Very significant. And this is just part of the draft. They've got some tools for pickoffs, but there's an Oracle, there's all the mobility. How do you really kill anyone?
That's exactly right, and they don't have any creeps with them at the moment, which is making it a bit painful, but now they do in the mid lane. Raging Potato again with James and the bouncing lasers. Oh, the hook blocked by James, but probably maybe a good thing.
They're taking the racks, that's all they really need, and now turning onto mid lane too.
Well, I don't know if this can be stopped. Raging Potato will back out. They're feeling safe. There's still shrines around the map that they can take.
That's a
so
very
there's no
good
need to
decision
push it
for them. Like you say, there's shrines, and it's actually almost maximum Roshan timer, which means that with certainty Roshan will be up. And obviously, both these guys, they've been keeping tabs on Roshan. They know exactly when the maximum Roshan timer is, and that's going to be where the next team fight is going to happen.
Well, there's a quick smoke straight out from O2, and like you said, the Roche Pit is going to be the next place for battle. Nando misses, well, jukes the hook, I should say. Ling, they're going to try and take the Roshan, or maybe even bait out the side of XctN to come into the pit. Raging Potato is going to find the Yamate. This is a big kill if they can get it. The BKB is committed from Yamate, the Dismember, blocked by the Lincolns. There also was a Hex, now the hook in from Lumic, and Ling's in big trouble, but it looks like the side of O2 might be able to get out of this one. Yamate, he's been used up. Raging Potato will take him out. That's a massive kill. My Pro, now he's being chased up. 4 staffs down. TP again. And the same trick will get him out of this one. Meanwhile, Raging Potato still going after Ling. Ling 4 staffs and TPs as well. And these 4 staffs are really being a headache for the side of Execration. But still, 2 down again. And Roshan pretty much guaranteed.
Certainly, unless they want to buy back Yamate on the side of O2, and I don't think they want to because they need that buyback for high ground. And this is, once again, just so problematic. They don't have the tools to really deal with all the mobility coming out from the side of Execration. You've got the Queen of Pain blanking over everyone's heads, finishing off kills where no other hero would have been able to get them. We've got Lumic able to back up his team from a mile away with that hookshot. And obviously Tinker in the mix too, blinking around and making things very difficult for O2.
This Tinker, speaking of which, he's very, very farmed at the moment. He's the one who has the Aegis as well. So Nakes, he's just got too much farm on him. He can't really fit it in. It looks like they'll give the cheese to Clockwork. This is going to be hard, a very hard defense for O2. We'll see if they can pull it off, but you can see Execration, the confidence in their footsteps right now.
They need a pick off.
Then they do need a pick off indeed.
That's the only way they can win.
Again, it's up to Ling. That position 4, he's got to make the hook happen. It's got to be at the right target. Lumic might just hook in afterwards as well. And look at this, the blink in straight away. Their laser as well, 1 down, Rubik gone. And this looks really bad for the side of O2. They're going down. MyPro's trying his best to link. James is still alive through all this. What a stun from Yamate. They're on to 4. It doesn't matter. The false promise is there. Raging Potato's still alive. And this Oracle, he's just carrying the team with his heals at the moment. NJ goes down. I think they have to call GG here. There's no buybacks left. And Raging Potato is still going after the MyPro, trying his best, but he's going to lose his life as well from Raging Potato. No, the Yules. No, he will die. Full team wipe, and they call the GG. They've had enough. They'll probably try in the next qualifier, but very good attempt. Execration really showing their strengths, though.
A beautiful draft coming out from Execration, a beautiful execution from Execration as well. O2, they had some tools to try and deal with this tanker, try and find pickoffs, but it just didn't happen. And, you know, the mass mobility really paid off for Execration in later team fights, and they just take that game by storm.
Radiant's mid tower's getting banged up. Radiant's toughened up their structures. Radiant's mid tower's coming apart. Guess what's happening to Dire's bottom?
Around.
Radiant's mid tower could use a hand. Dire's mid tower's nothing now. Dire might want to mine their top tower. Dire's top tower's getting beat down.
That's for your impertinence.
Double damage! Radiant's mid tower's coming apart. Radiant's mid tower's getting banged up.
Haste.
soldier's fortune. Trouble brewing at Radiant's bottom tower. Dire might want to mine their top tower. I'll take it. Dire's lost top tower. Radiant's mid tower could use a hand. Mid-tower's having technical difficulties. Radiant's top tower is in bad shape. Dire's mid-tower could use a The Dire couldn't hang on to that mid-tower. Radiant's top tower. Mid tower could use a hand. Radiant structures must have been fortified.
Illusion!
Dire's bottom tower's getting the business. Radiant's top tower's taking hits. The Dire better do something about the bottom tower. Radiant's top tower's in bad shape.
I'll take yours. A soldier's fortune. Peace.
Trouble brewing at Radiant's bottom tower. Dire's top tower, you know the drill. Dire's top tower, you know. Dire's top rank didn't make it. Radiant's bottom tower's seen better days.
Full damage.
Them dire buildings are tough. Dire's mid-tower lasts longer. Radiant's ban.
The most intense region in the world because we don't have any invited team at all.
10 seconds to go.
Everyone gotta fight for their spot in TI, and anything happen in the region qualifiers, man. To be honest.
10 seconds to go. 5 seconds.
Templar Assassin, third ban from Team WG.
Radiant's ban. Ten seconds to go. 5 seconds.
The
Reserve time.
nature guys and then come out with a stun. I really like the first two heroes of Execration. Really seems to balance.
Dire's ban. Ten seconds to go. 5 seconds. Radiant's pick. Ten seconds to go. 5 seconds.
Ancient apparition.
Dire's pick. seconds to go. 5 seconds. Reserve time. Radiant's pick. Ten seconds to go. 5 seconds. Reserve time.
Faceless Void.
Dyer's pick. Ten seconds to go. 5 seconds. Reserve time. Ten seconds to go. 5 seconds.
Silencer.
Radiance ban. Ten seconds to go. 5 seconds. Reserve time. Dyer's ban. Dyer's pick. Ten seconds to go. 5 seconds. Reserve time.
Anti-mage.
Let's pick. Ten seconds to go. 5 seconds. Reserve time. Ten seconds to go.
Behold the horn of Magnus.
Ten seconds to go. 5 seconds.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are in the games already. I'm gonna do some quick intro for you guys. The BG in the Radiant side. X-Nova on Ancient Apparition, Kangaroo on Magnus, Nana on Faces Void, Net on Sand King, and Shiyuan on Puck for Execration and the Dire side. Raging Potato on Clockwork, Nando Antimage, Rubik, James on Silencer, and Lumic on Trend Protector. Gonna play some observer wards around here.
Thirty seconds to go. About time.
Trend Protector coming in with a lot of wards, observer wards and sentry wards is there.
And they're off.
Skewers away for Kangaroo, trying to contest for the Bounty Rune on top. Seems to be 3 Bounty Rune for Team WGUnity. Kangaroo just picked one. Yeah, nice play. And risky by Magnus. So top lane is going to be Magnus solo with the Clockwork in the middle. It's anti-mage by Nando. Anti-mage made again that Puck. And meanwhile the bottom lane is a tri-lane that faces Void. Net as a Sentry Ward. X-Nova Ancient Apparition. Net as a Sand King. Now this one is going to be super interesting lane. Do you guys see this small and oh, Burrow striking first and also the cold feed is gonna almost get back, but the faces void jumps in, reaching the target, and that's gonna be the first blood. James goes down, but then running away with very low HP. Oh, luckily I didn't miss the first blood this game. I know it that it is going to happen here. And yeah, I missed the kill in the middle lane. I was about to bragging myself as a Nostradamus that I missed the kill. Sorry about that. It was another kill for Team WG in the middle lane. Park doing so good against that anti-mage. Died 1 time already. I am not sure if this kind of lane will work for execution. This is a very weird strat. No, it's not a weird strat, it's just a weird lane. I thought it's going to be a silencer solo with that Park. So take a look at this bottom lane. For strike once again. Now it's on the Trend Protector. Very nice placing some Sentry Wall. Who gotta go? Lumic need to go back and hit. And it was a lag. I also lag. This is not good. Trend Protector already go down. No Trend Protector and Sand King dropping so low. Can they finish them off? Fate Bolt already. X-Nova about to go down. No, he's gonna be fine. Seems like James cannot go in too deep. In this tri lane, I think the most important area is this thing. Whoever can control this small area will win the lane. Because if you can see, both party Execrations and WG got a very good catcher. The Execration got a Rubik with the telekinesis, while Team WG got a Sand King with a Burst Strike. Top lane diving in for the Kangaroo.
Dire's top tower's getting beat down.
See you on. Nando dropping low. Man, Nando is so under pressure by the Park. However, he managed to get some last hit though. He got like 15 last hit already. It will be better for Nando when, you know, over time. Once he got spell shield like level 3, he'll be fine. Yeah, if it gets better. At some point, this Park will get outlast hitted by anti-mage, and his spells cannot do anything to the spell shield anymore. If you're trying to attack the physical attack, it will be blocked by the 4-man shield. Just void.
Forget it.
Faces void. 2. Nana. Going in for James. Burrow strike on James. Everything on James. And cold feet on James. A strike on James. He's still alive. So James is coming back and he's gonna be the one who punish Nana himself. It's all for Nana. Oh my goodness. They spend everything on the James. What a great save for the support over there. 3-1. Battery assault already started. Lock down the Kangaroo in the power cost. He's gonna die. Slowly in there. Raging Potato with a solo kill. That is a pretty good one. Well, it seems like I can't take my eye off this bottom lane. Dion with a haste rune inside, so easy for him to go the other lanes and drop a dream coin with that haste. Better be careful for team execration. Now he popped the haste, going somewhere. Maybe to the bottom lane. You think? He's just here to pick up the rune. Raging Potato already got his one few boosts on his way to earn up Shadow and maybe get a Blade Mail next. Dropping a Green Coin. Net coming in with a Burrow Strike, Illusory Orb. Is that enough damage to take down that Antimate? No, it's not enough. Antimate just jumped away. Get teleported down by the Rubik, the supports. The T-Yun diving in, a lot of creeps. They are waiting for another Burrow Strike. Can he hit it? Not in the range. Now coming back for Nando. Just one Burrow Strike. One Burrow Strike. Nando trying to bait. Creep still hitting the tower, so Nando jumped away. James. Burrow Strike, and here comes the Living Armor. Faceless Void haven't get the Chronosphere up yet. Lane Lumic ready to come out of the Nature Guys and doing some minute stun. This is not a good lane. Oh, now let's take a look at the minute stun. This is not a good lane for execution. It seems like they are. Now Nature Guys once again net. It's not so far away. Now it becomes 4v2. What an aggressive play by the Filipino side. Now here comes the lead C. They found that Sand King. Barrier Assault already used a hook shot on that ancient apparition. Burrow strikes away. Barrier Assault just killed the Sand King. Drop a Dream Coin. I'm gonna zoom in. Don't drop quite low. Next one gonna be Faces Void. Oh, we got the